What is up YouTube, it's GG as Video and I'm back with another video. Before I start the video, I do want to say, if you guys hear any like dinging, like an airdrop is coming through, I am not getting no airdrops on my computer over here. I'm actually copying the videos that I just ended and I am putting them into a folder. So if you hear any dinging, that is the videos going into the folder. So I'm not getting no airdrops, I'm not getting no text, nothing like that. It is fine. Just letting you guys know as well, so you guys get a heads up if you hear it, because it's not that loud, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up. But in today's video, it's going to be a story time. The story time is going to be me playing football back in 7th grade. So let's get on with the video. Back in 7th grade, I don't even remember how I found out exactly, but I ended up finding out that I can play football. I didn't need no good grades, so I did it. I just did it to do it. I asked my mom if I could play football, and she said yes, go ahead. She was a little hesitant at first, because you know, a lot of football players get hurt, but she ended up letting me do it. So I was like, okay, thank you. And I really think she let me do it because it was something new to me, something new to her, something new to the family, you know. So I remember, I'm just going to go off the facts that I remember. I don't remember like our first official game. I remember, I think it was our first or second scrimmage. I was actually a running back, and I think second string running back or third string, I don't remember exactly. But in our scrimmage, I ended up getting put in. I wasn't expecting to get put in, because, you know, I'm a backup. And like I said, I think I was like second or third string, maybe even fourth. So I'm not expecting to get put in. So I get put in. I ran the ball a couple yards, but not too far. So I got a couple yards on the play. And they was also like trying to put people in the game in the scrimmages to see where they best fit in what position. So I was putting running back, and I believe the coaches already knew that I was going to be in running back. Yes, this thumbnail, just letting you guys know, this thumbnail is the actual picture of me at a practice that my mom got. My mom got that picture of me at a practice, and that is me. That is a real picture of me with them huge pads on, and I'm skinny at the time. After that game, now I don't remember exactly what game this was, but this was a normal season game, and I don't remember what team it was, but I remember that we was basically getting cheated the whole game. We lost, the other team cheated. I remember when we got on the bus, there was so many kids crying. Like, I'm not making fun of them. I'm not saying that they're, you know, I'm not trying to call them any names, not trying to make it sound like I'm calling them any names or anything, but they was crying because we had lost and we got, the other team cheated. And I look at I believe it was the kicker, like the person that kicks the field goals. I looked at him and I was like, when we first got on the bus, I didn't know we lost, and I didn't know that the other team cheated. So I look at the field goal kicker. I whispered to him, I'm like, yo, why is everyone crying? What's going on? I thought something bad had happened, like someone had got injured. I thought someone, you know, was in the hospital or something. I didn't know. So he ends up leaning over towards me and he was like, hey, yo, they cheated. The other team cheated, and we also lost because of them cheating. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it was like probably the ride halfway back to our locker rooms at our school. Everyone was crying. Not everyone, but most of everyone was crying. In my head, I'm like, wow, we really just got cheated in a normal season game, and the only reason that I never found out is because no one basically talked about it. And it was crazy to me that the other team had cheated. So I was just like, wow, that's crazy. In middle school they cheating already in middle school? And I'm just like, wow, that is crazy. So then I remember another game. I ended up getting put in. Now I want to say this right now. I went back on my mom's Facebook. I could not find one single picture of this game. I know she has them on her Facebook. I don't know if I was going past them, not going to them exactly. I was trying to find this one picture so I can point myself out. I remember we was probably in like the third, fourth quarter, maybe first or second. I don't remember exactly what quarter, but we was playing, and this was a normal season game as well. So we're playing, and the coach called me in. Now this is the thing. During this game, our quarterback had got injured. He sprained his ankle, and I don't remember if he sprained his ankle before this play, before I went in, or after I went in. But I remember I went in. I don't believe I got the ball that time. It's just like so faint in my mind. All I remember is going onto the field. I don't remember if I carried the ball. I don't remember, if I didn't carry the ball. But all I remember from that game, after I get on the field, is literally everyone leaving. Our quarterback, he had to get carried off the field by the coaches. He literally was on their shoulders because he sprained his ankle. He ended up spraining his ankle, gets carried off the field by the coaches on their shoulders, and then I say about a week or two later, I ended up spraining my ankle, and it wasn't even like during the game. It was actually at home. So I was playing. I was passing a football with someone down the street where I lived. When I went up to catch it, I jumped up to catch it. When I came down, I landed on my ankle, and when I landed on my ankle, I could hear a pop, and instant pain, and I didn't even want to look at my ankle. So I ended up texting my mom, told her what happened. I jumped up in the air. I, came down, landed on my ankle, and I heard a pop, instant pain. And at first, when I heard the pop, and then I had, instant pain, like it was milliseconds after I heard the pop, I started having pain, like really bad. The reason I did not want to look down is because I thought I broke it. So I sat there on the ground for probably about a good 5-6 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, and I finally get up, and I could walk on it, but I was limping so bad, like I could barely walk on it. I think my mom ended up coming home early from work, or I told her like, hey, I'll ice it until you get home from work. One of the two. I don't remember. I remember she ended up taking me to the hospital. They do x-rays, and the doctor told me, well, they told me, I don't remember if it was a woman, guy, whatever, but when they came back with the x-rays, they asked me, they was like, have you ever had any broken bones? And in my head, I'm like, no, don't tell me I just broke my ankle. Like, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Don't tell me I just broke my ankle. I'm like, no, I've never broken any bones in my body ever. They was like, have you ever sprained any bones? I'm like, no, nothing. And they're like, well, you have a sprained ankle. You're going to be on crutches. I think they said like 6 weeks with an air cast. Don't put any weight on it. And they gave me some exercises to do, actually. They told me not to walk on it until I did like a follow-up with my doctor. Like my primary doctor. After I did the follow-up, he would check, or I would have to go get more x-rays to see if it's fully healed. And they would tell me like, hey, you can walk on it, don't walk on it yet, you still need to let it heal. I don't remember how long I was into the ankle sprain injury, but I remember I was on crutches for probably a good 4 to 5.5 weeks, and I'm at practice one day for football, and all I remember was, in my head, I want to tell you people right now, no matter if you're an adult, you're a teenager, you're a kid, I don't care what anyone says. Never do what I did, because it will affect you not in the past, but it will affect your future with, for example, if it's your right ankle and you sprained it and the doctor tells you not to walk on it for 6 weeks, or the doctor says, hey, you need to get a checkup first before you walk on it, and see what your doctor says, do not do it. Listen to that doctor, because I did not. I started walking on it at practice. I told my coach. He said, do you think you can walk on it now? I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not hurting. It don't look swollen no more. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start walking on it. So I start walking on it. And I'll have pain from time to time in my right ankle. It's actually my right ankle. I have pain from time to time in that ankle, and I really regret not listening to the doctor at the hospital when they told me, hey, you need to, go get a checkup with your primary doctor and see what they say, no matter if it's x-rays and they tell you 2 more, 3 more weeks. I really regret not listening to that the doctor at the hospital. Because to be honest with you, I don't even think I went to my primary doctor to get a checkup to see if I could walk on it, or see if I needed to, be on crutches, not walking on it anymore. I don't even think I went to the doctor, my primary doctor, for that. The last thing of this video is, okay, 2 more things real quick. So I remember so basically, like, we would have these team captains at practice. You would be the one walking around, or you'd be the one in the front. We would have, I think, 2 or 4 team captains. No, I think it was 1 when I was actually team captain. I don't remember exactly. We ended up doing like 2. We ended up doing like 1, and then they ended up doing like 2, and then they ended up doing 4. I don't know. But I remember when I was team captain, I screamed at the top of my lungs. And we had these chants like, "Are you ready to work?" What was the other ones? I don't even remember the other ones. I know we spelled out Wildcats because that was the football team name. I don't even remember the other ones. I just remember, "Are you ready to work?" and spelling out Wildcats. But I would scream at the top of my lungs. By the end of practice, I'm over here sounding like, ah. My mom's like, "Why do you sound like that? Like, you sound like a zombie or something." I'm like, I was screaming at practice. And the coaches would even be like, man, like, the coaches would even, they would tell me sometimes, like, don't scream so loud. I didn't listen, I still did it. And, I ended up losing my voice at one point, and like while I was team captain, I ended up losing my voice because I was screaming so loud. And I remember they ended up bringing up another team captain that I picked. I told him what to say because I didn't lose my voice completely, but I started to lose my voice. Then it went really bad, and I whispered to him like, "Hey, this is what you say. Do this, say this, and then we do this, say this, we do this." Because we had like 4 exercises, 5 exercises that we did when we first came to practice with the team captains. So then, I remember at our award ceremony, the coach he said, "Now, I'm not supposed to say this, and I never thought I would say this, but this is one of my favorite players that we have this year, and he's always coming ready to work. He's always coming ready to play, no matter if he's on the field, if he's off the field. He's always trying to, put everyone in the right place, trying to, keep everyone together as a team. He's trying to bring everyone together as a team and make them work harder." And it was me. Now, when he said, "I know I'm not supposed to say this," in my head, I'm like, what is he about to say? When he said, "This kid will literally, like, come ready to play. He will bring everyone together." I knew it was me. He said way more than that, but I can't remember exactly. But I was just like, wow. And I wish I would have stayed up with my grades and played football in 8th grade and then throughout high school. Even if I didn't get a scholarship to a college, even if I didn't get any scholarships or anything, I think it would have been pretty fun, to play again with the same people, because most of them people that played, they went off they went to 8th grade, played, they went into high school and played. Now they're in college playing. So I just want to say to all of you guys, if you guys are watching this and you guys are in college and you guys played with me in 7th grade, I am very proud of you guys. I am very thankful that I got to meet you guys in 7th grade, and I'm very proud of you guys for real, because you guys are in college and I believe in you guys. And I can't wait to watch the NFL draft one day and hear your guys' names being called to a team. So that's going to be the end of this video. It's a little bit longer story time. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications so you know whenever I post, and I'll see you guys in the next one. GGS out.